Understanding Verizon's calling restrictions.
Hello everyone. Today, we are going to talk about something many of you have been asking about, Verizon's calling restrictions. In specific, we will discuss why they exist and what you can potentially do if you're finding these restrictions a bit too limiting. Please remember that this information is for educational purposes only, and always respect your service provider's terms of service.
What are Verizon's calling restrictions?
Verizon, like many other telecom service providers, has certain restrictions in place for calling. These restrictions are there to prevent fraud, abuse, and to manage network resources. They can include international calling limitations, restrictions on certain types of numbers, or even specific time-based restrictions. Understanding these restrictions is the first step in figuring out how to manage them.
Are there legitimate ways to bypass these restrictions?
The simple answer to this question is yes, there are ways to bypass some of these restrictions. However, this doesn't mean you're actually breaking the rules. Instead, you're using legitimate channels to bypass the limitations.
How can I make international calls?
If you're having trouble making international calls, the first thing you might consider is adding an international calling plan to your account. Verizon offers several options for international calling that you can add to your existing service. Contact Verizon's customer service to understand more about these options.
What if I want to call non-standard numbers?
Sometimes, the restrictions might be related to specific types of numbers like premium numbers or non-standard area codes. In this case, you could consider using a third-party calling app like WhatsApp, Skype, or Viber. These apps use data or Wi-Fi to place calls, so they aren't bound by the same restrictions as your Verizon service. Please be aware that this may incur data charges if you're not connected to a Wi-Fi network.
Can I call at restricted times?
If you're dealing with time-based restrictions, unfortunately, there's not much that can be done. These are typically in place due to government regulations or network management needs, and the best solution is usually to simply call at a different time. We hope that this video has helped you understand more about Verizon's calling restrictions and how you can legitimately navigate around some of these limitations. As always, it's important to respect the rules and guidelines set by your service provider. Thanks for watching, and happy calling!